Okay. Ikaw naman mag-isip ng senaryo.
Ha? Anong ako mag-isip ng senaryo?
Parang wala na akong maisip eh.
It always has been me. I'm the fucking game master. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You leave the story and scenario and plot to me. It is a little hot.
Paano yan? Aircon.
Maybe it can spin. I don't like opening the aircon in the morning. I just don't feel
Morning,
it.
tanghali na.
I guess. Try spinning it. Maybe it's okay. Layuan mo lang sa mga wires.
Ayaw mo, tatakot ako ba? Wag! No!
It's okay. I can deal with the hate.
Sige, ayan. Sa'yo muna, tapos sa akin. Okay?
Alright. Fuck. Alright. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to some more Identitatem Discrimine. Lies within. Last we left off, we finished a mission, and from that mission we discovered that we all have super strange, super cool superpowers, all stemming from this disc. What is this disc? Who is this Mirai person? Can Billy and Panacea get cool powers too? Yes. So yeah, we're gonna continue now as we move on to the next chapter. Slightly longer than Angel Seekers. Future Thieves. Alright, so where were we and how can I...
Wala akong ano?
I guess I can try re-teaching you if you've forgotten. Move your mouse around. Yep, Mira is there. You can hold down right click and like that to move. Zoom in or zoom out with the mouse wheel. And to see someone, you click on their thing and then go to character sheet. And speaking of character sheet, after everything that's happened, I forgot to do this, but this good time is ending anyway. Tokyo has leveled up,
Okay.
and now you are level 2. Whenever you level up, you gain more attribute points and feat points. 9 and 3 respectively, which you can use to get more attributes and more feats with them. And yeah, it would be for the best if we spend them right now. So 5 is still the max your attributes can go, but once you reach level 3 that'll change to 6. And as for your feats, as long as it's in this feat list and you have the correct amount of points and prerequisites, you can have it. You have 9 attribute points. Calculating attribute points is pretty easy. You just get the number you got them from. So for example, if you want your agility to become a 4, that costs 4 attribute points. From 3 to 4. And learning from 0 to 1 is 1. And then from 1 to 2 is 2. Really simple. So I guess we can start with attributes. Your attributes also define your defenses and stuff. Agility and might is guard, as well as your armor. I'm pretty sure you're wearing armor, that's why it's 18. Yeah, your bulletproof vest, which I assume you're wearing inside your dress.
Oh, bulletproof pala si ano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toughness is fortitude and will, and then resolve is presence plus will. It starts off as 10 plus will plus presence for a total of 15. You see? You get the math. And your HP is whatever is the highest of fortitude, will, or presence. So, how do you want to build your Tokyo? What do you want for her to be stronger? Maybe you want her abilities, her influence to be stronger and turn it into a 5. That still leaves you with 4 remaining attribute points to spend as well. Anyway, you got plenty of options. Think back to
Bakit
the...
yung iba, wala? Yung mga energy, wala pa.
That's because you have nothing on them, yeah. If you want to put more extraordinary on other attributes, I guess we're gonna have to explain that as new abilities Mohini just has now.
Sige, gawin na lang natin 5 tong influence.
Alright then. That's 5 attribute points spent, but as you can see, you still have 4 left. Maybe you can turn one of these 3s into a 4. Maybe make you smarter, or maybe faster, or maybe
The
braver.
agility, faster.
Alright, more agility it is. That actually increases your guard. Now your guard is a 19. Isn't that epic? And now all we have, now we can spend it on feats. You can maybe upgrade any of these old ones or try getting a new one. If you have like a special unique ability you have in mind, alternatively, you can just look at all of these. These are all the feats you can possibly have. Ooh, I know what I have a suggestion. How about this? Lethal strike. Like a highly trained sniper, a ninja of legend, or a fainting melee dervish. You devastate your foes expertly with an expertly placed attack. Your attacks are considered lethal strikes whenever you fulfill one of the following conditions. Your target is caught off guard or otherwise unaware of the attack, such as when you are hidden, disguised, or have successfully deceived them. Or an ally is within melee range. When you do that, you gain advantage on your attack.
Sige, yun na lang, middle strike.
Yeah, that's good.
Ilang padalagdag?
That's 3 feat points actually to get 1 tier of lethal strike. Oh. So that's actually all the feats you can get for now. So yeah, when you backstab someone, you deal more damage and stuff. You can bike stab better and stuff. That update successful. And let's move on. That was quick. I am so glad. Whenever Journal levels up, he always takes fucking forever.
Bakit hindi na nagpunta dito si Kaloy? Ayaw niya?
He is apparently too busy with school
Ah,
to be able to, sadly.
Saan kayo nag-uusap sa chat?
Yeah, we played Minecraft yesterday, so that was cool.
Okay.
More about pain skills. Alright, so let us continue the story.
May color na ba? May magpapagawa na ba ng ano?
This thing is useless. I rarely update it. Let's just say it still says April 13, 2001 in here, lol. I'll just say it's August now. It is August the 2nd, 2001. What fucking day would August 2 be in 2001? Wee, time to check the calendar. God, why am I like this? Alright, so according to the calendar, August 2 is a Thursday. Alright, it's morning. And
10 a.m. Parang sa court lang
yeah, I guess you could say that. It's 10 a.m. You just woke up and immediately you're already gonna try heading out to go continue doing your work. Just as you were about to leave, though, you hear a voice. It's your grandmother. Leaving so soon already, dear? You turn around and you see your grandmother standing there as your hand was reaching for the doorknob. I understand if it's something urgent.
Yes, it is, Granny. I have work to do.
I see. Always appreciate. Young'uns these days. Not really much I can do to stop you. I would know. I was quite the workaholic myself in my youth. But speaking of work, I assume you're not just working on your own, right? You're probably like most people and you work with a group. You know, you have your manager, or in
Yes,
my case,
Granny.
I had a general and a lieutenant and stuff. Yes, back in my day I fought World War II. Have I ever told you that story? She tells you, yeah, for the record, yes, she has already told Tokyo this story multiple times. She just can't seem to stop telling about her war
Wala lang
days.
siyang Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Nakalimutan niya.
We can go, yeah, we'll go with that.
Nakwenta
I'll
niya.
tell you something real important I learned during my days out in the battlefield, out in the trenches. If there's one thing you need above all else, in order for your team to work properly, because without it, even the most powerful of teams crumble. It is trust. Whatever happens, you must always believe and trust in your friends and your teammates. Failure to do that will result in your team crumbling. Yes, the most powerful of groups, many powerful companies and stuff have
Teamwork.
fallen because of a lack of trust. And a trust built upon a foundation of lies is guaranteed to crumble. So please, trust them and make sure you're always honest. And make sure they're always honest too. A little bit of doubt never hurt anyone. Anyway, I've held you too long enough telling my old war stories for the 1 millionth time now. You may go.
Okay, Granny, bye.
And
See
with
you later.
that, you're in the thing now. Everyone's in their usual stuff, places. Billy's listening to music. Panacea's and her computer. But now there's someone else in here as well. Mirai. She's just freaking doing something. Nothing actually. She's just sort of sitting there waiting, and then suddenly when she hears the door opens, she turns. Finally, you've arrived. Now that everyone's here, I guess we can get this meeting started. And Billy's like, while he's listening to music, he hears that, and then he takes off one of his earphones and like, what meeting? Hey, who made you the leader around here? It's Tokyo who's the leader. If we have meetings, it's
Sino
supposed
sabi
to be
nun?
her saying that.
Si Willie?
Yeah? I'm don't forget, I was your client once and I still haven't given you guys your reward. This meeting is about that. Oh, then that's fine. Right? No objections. Typical human. Alright, and then she fucking takes something out from her pocket, and then suddenly, her pocket is like your normal size pocket, but as she goes to take out her prize, a fucking entire briefcase came out of her tiny ass pocket. You have no idea how that happened, but that's how it is. Slams it at the table and then opens the case, and then everyone in the place is like, ooh, shiny. And
Amazed.
haven't had much reason to spend money yet. But it's nice to have more money now. You are considered wealth level 3 now, which basically means you guys are about as rich as a fucking mayor.
Wow.
A of a village. I hope giving you guys this and letting you guys do that mission was worth it, because that's actually my entire allowance. And then Billy was like, wait, this is all
Sino
your...
pinakamatanda sa kanila? Si Billy.
Let's see here actually. Tokyo. Age, what? Age 0.
Nga, ito lang age ito.
Oh no, I guess that got erased accidentally. I'll fix it later. Belly is 30, and Panacea is a college student at 22. Alright, if I remember correctly, you said your birthday is the same as your own actual birthday?
No. Tanda na niya. 30 lang din siguro sa Tokyo. December 8, 1990.
And we used like astrology or something to figure out her birthday.
Pwede, December 8, pero 1990. Para 30 lang
What
siya.
was she? I believe I recall you saying she was a Leo?
No, Sagittarius na lang siya.
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Alright, so December?
December 8, 1990.
Alright, if this is different, then who cares? This is the new canon now. 1990, making her 29, because her birthday is yet to come.
Hindi, 30 na siya. Magta-31 na siya.
Alright, it's 2001.
21.
Is the canon time right now. She is 164 centimeters.
Tangkad mo na.
Yeah, you said she was pretty
Okay.
tall. And then for her weight, 42?
Sobrang payat naman nun.
What was it?
47 kilograms.
47 exactly. Alright, that's their new stats now. Don't question it.
Then,
Too lazy to look at the old footages we have.
si Mirai ilang taon na?
Unknown. You don't know, obviously, since this is your
Bago
first
pa lang
time.
siya.
So,
Okay.
how the heck do you expect to pay us for the future missions? You know, with those discs and stuff? Oh, you'll take them anyway still. I assure you. And besides, I'm sort of a member now. Isn't my services pay enough? Yeah, well, Panacea replies, you may be a member now, but what exactly do you have to offer us? That's a good point, actually. Well, I have I have my own edibility, of course. And, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty knowledgeable of a lot of things of the world. You see, I'm something of an adventurer, a traveler, if you will. I've been traveling the entire world, looking for someone very special I've lost a long, long time ago. And it was during that travel that I've arrived here, and that's when I lost these discs. That's when an incident happened, and in that incident I lost my discs, and now I'm trying to get them back. But without those discs, I can't exactly use my edibility, since my edibility are the discs themselves. We've had one so far, but that's about it. One disc alone isn't enough to get me my powers back, but if you continue searching for them, I assure you, I can get them back. But speaking of power, these discs are special, as you may have known. Yeah, what exactly are those discs, and what the heck are you? Are you some kind of experimenter guy or something, and this some sort of top secret science thingamajig or whatever? I'll leave that to your imagination. I can't be bothered to explain stuff to fools. Anyway, what was I? How do I do? Right. You guys are special, Mirai says. I chose you guys for a specific reason. And while I can just leave this and
try finding someone else to find the discs. You've seen firsthand what these discs can do. I'd feel pretty bad if I didn't try getting myself involved after finding out how dangerous these discs are. I mean, they can grant these superpowers. Your leader here has one now too. And speaking of powers, you guys are gonna go get them too. But I must warn you, Tokyo was very, very lucky. These discs are dangerous, not just because they can give people powers, but they can also kill. What exactly does that mean? These discs act as a form of test. Once one is inserted into your body, if you are considered worthy, you will be given an id ability, much like Tokyo. Otherwise, if you lack the resolve or the power, the disc considers you unworthy, and you fucking die. You melt, you dissolve, layer upon layer, even the layers of your bones. And all that, during that entire time, you are entirely conscious and you can feel that pain.
Wow.
So, you guys want to try getting id abilities? Billy and Panacea looked at each other and, I take
We're
it,
fine.
if you're so confident and you're giving us that face, you think we're worthy as well? Oh yeah, based on what you guys are doing, it's criminals and people of expertise are usually the types of people that can get id abilities, so I'm fairly confident. And besides, Tokyo reminds me of someone special, and you guys kind of remind me of someone else as well. I think you guys have more than what it takes. Whoever these someones are, they were also fairly compatible. So, I'll put the disc there. Who among you two would like to go first? In the meantime, I'd like to continue talking about my backstory. Actually, I've sort of already told all I have. But now it's time to talk about the future. That's actually what my name means, by the way,
Mirai means future?
in Japanese.
Oh.
Mirai Dorobo, that's her full name. It translates roughly to future thief. Anyway, as for the future, with me as your new member and with my ongoing quest that I have assigned to you guys to get my 12 discs back, 11 still remain. You know why I want them back. They belong to me and they're fucking dangerous. They could be killing people or creating fucking psychopaths who use their powers for evil. Nothing has to change within the Angel Seekers. As long as you guys continue taking clients and doing jobs, you'll no doubt come across more information. Now that you guys are id wielders, it's inevitable you guys will get involved in the affairs of other id wielders as well. And other id wielders will eventually lead us to discs as well. If nothing else, they are still my power. I can vaguely sense where they might possibly be. And yeah, I can go investigate myself and look around wherever they are. Hopefully they're in Manila, since that's where I lost them. If they spread out farther, oh boy, that's a big problem. So yeah, taking these quests, getting your clients, not only will you get my disc back, no doubt these jobs you're gonna get that involves these ids are gonna be high paying as well. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all. I'm actually gonna be taking my leave now. And Panacea, wait, hold on. What? Panacea said, and then Mirai paused before leaving. I actually gotta tell you guys something. I need to get away real quick. I was only staying here so I could tell Tokyo this personally, in person. I think that's important. What's up, Panacea? No, it's not a mission. Actually, it has to do with my college life. You see, I was actually assigned to work with someone in a group project, and it's like really confidential, really urgent, really special. If I do it, I'll get a lot of extra credit, and it's a really big opportunity for me, and I'd like to do it. So I have no idea how long I'll be gone. So in the meantime, Mirai, you can take over my job while I'm gone. Ah, you mean you want me to be the navigator? Fine, I suppose I can do that. Great! And with that, Panacea heads off. With her stuff and stuff. Wait, wait, you did try the disc out yet. Oh, right. Fine, whatever. You said I live, and she just inserts it, and she starts sweating, and then it just pops off like a fucking toasted bread on a toaster. Ding. Well, that was easy. And Billy's like, yep, I got mine too. So does that mean we're id wielders now? Mira is like, well, can you try manifesting your ids then? Billy's like, alright, how does it work? Tokyo, you're the one with experience. How do you manifest your mohini? Is that what you call her?
Yeah.
You explain how it seems effortless. It's like controlling mohini is like how you move your own body. Like a natural, like it's just natural.
I forgot how
Like
to make
moving
it come
mohini's arms is just like moving your own arms. You sort of just think it. Like how you think you raise your, I want to raise my hand. So you raise your hand.
It's all about in the mind, in your mind. You can control your power, your id
Yeah, id ability.
ability. You
Named
can
after
control
Sigmund Freud's philosophy of the
it.
mind,
You
the
can
id, ego,
control
and
your id
superego.
ability using all your mind.
Alright, well I'm gonna punch our apartment wall. Nothing's happening. Mirai, what the heck? Your disc is broken. We didn't get any abilities. That was a fluke.
No.
And Mirai is like, oh, I assure you, you guys are id wielders now. I think you guys are just late bloomers. Late bloomers? Billy replied. Yeah, late bloomers. When the time comes, I'm sure you guys will get it. And Panacea is like, well, I don't have time for this shit. If my id ability doesn't want to come out, that's fine by me. I'm much more worried about this science project I'm going. So, I'm off.
Estudyante kasi siya yung si Panacea.
Yep. I'm almost late. That was the last thing you heard of her before she disappeared. Mirai replaces Panacea, takes on the thing and goes on the computer. Wow, she really was just busy working on those. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I just alt F4 all of them. I need to learn how this works. Alright, that's fine by me. It's not a freaking session unless someone has to pee. You know how in school where you want to pee and then you ask you raise your hand, you call for the teacher, you say, I'd like to go to the bathroom, and then they're all like, if you had to piss, why didn't you do it during recess? Yeah, it's because I didn't feel the need to piss back then, you pisshead! Don't you just hate it when teachers say are like that? It bugs the fuck out of me. Being a game master is much like being a teacher, so I try not to do anything my teachers do. Which involve being a boomer, talking about the good old days. Can never have enough of those people. Here in the Philippines, it's no different. Always like to talk about how candies used to cost 1 cent and we had to go jump 10-foot cliffs and climb up mountains just to get to school. And I'm like, yeah, they cost 1 cent back then because of fucking inflation. Literally nothing changed. The numbers just got bigger. Your salary still lets you buy just as much candy as you did back then. And also, as for those schools, they still happen, you dipshit. Be grateful. I'm grateful I don't have to go to such schools. But rather than complaining about that past, other children are still suffering from that present day problem. Especially here in the Philippines. It's awful.
Okay.
Alright. Look at me go, I'm sweating bullets. You think we could start doing workouts tomorrow?
We'll see.
I want it to be during Mondays.
We'll see.
Alright, so Mirai begins work. She's she's trying to figure out how all these stuff works on her own. She's pretty, and you watch her, and true to her word, she does appear to be pretty smart as she gets the hang of the computer and the programs Panacea herself made. So
Isang kasi, no?
it should only be her. Yeah, but like there's no 1.5 hour feature timer.
1 hour lang.
Fine, I guess. Because if it's 1 hour, that means the last 30 minutes is spent in heat. Then if it's 2 hours, there's 30 minutes wasted of that just being on. I mean, I guess I could always just turn it off manually, but I'm too lazy.
Wala bang 1 hour yun?
Merong mga hour increments lang kasi siya. Walang 1.5 hour or whatever. Like that.
Eh, naka half hour na tayo eh. 1 hour na lang talaga.
I guess. It's convenient enough.
Mm.
Alright, let's see. So, with Panacea out, suddenly Billy snaps his fingers and... Oh, I just remembered! You guys gotta hear about this strange rumor. All this talking about id abilities has got me really interested in it. It's only really started recently. Mirai just nods her head. She's still busy fiddling with her computer. Alright, so, you guys will never believe this. They call this rumor the Titanium Road. Alright, so, rumor has it that during midnight, in the road somewhere in Manila, at midnight, at the dead of night, every now and then, there'd be a statue made out of pure metal just there on the road. A statue of a man. Yeah, it's just there in the middle of the road. And then no one knows where it comes from, how it happens, or how it disappears. It's just that it just appears at midnight. And you can't really avoid it, because it just sort of seems to suddenly appear out of nowhere. Despite your headlights, even if you're super vigilant about it, it'll still catch you off guard. One moment you see nothing in the road, and then the next, bam! You see a flash of a statue of a man in the middle of the road, and you crash. You get knocked unconscious, and the moment you wake back up, you find all your precious belongings, like your wallet and stuff, have been gone. And also, you know, your car's busted, so you're kinda stuck. What got me really interested about this rumor is that I think it might be related to some sort of id ability, wouldn't you think? I mean, back then, we'd probably just assume stuff like this is just some sort of modus operandi or something along those lines, but think about it. With all these ids, it might be that along with many other things, are probably the work of id abilities.
Yeah, there's a big possibility. It is.
One thing's for sure though, let's make sure not to drive there. Wouldn't want to. If the rumor turns out to be false, then we have no reason to be afraid of driving in that road in particular. But, you know, you wouldn't want to take the risk. If there's rumors that there's ghosts that kill people, you'd rather not take your chances, right? Even if you know for certain that ghosts aren't real. Mirai simply continues nodding as she... Alright, well, that does seem like an interesting speculation. But let's focus on reality. And our reality is we have a new client. And Ryu's like, alright, that's what I'm talking about. We've been just sitting here discussing all day long. I've been rooting for some action. Alright, what's the mission? You can read, can't you? You guys do it. And you guys decide. I'm sort of just here as the navigator. I don't think my input really matters. I'm just doing what Panacea does in here. I'm pretty sure she does. oh, you gotta, I hate to break it to ya, or, well, not really, but here in the Angel Seekers, it's one for all and all for one. Everyone's inputs matter. If everyone agrees, then everyone should do it. If everyone doesn't agree, then no, then we don't do it. And if no one can get if it's only a majority or a minority, we have a discussion until we get to an agreement. If at least one person only says no, or at least only one person saying yes, then that won't do. Everyone has to be yes or no. I see.
Good teamwork.
I see. So you guys should trust each other a lot then, I take it. Oh yeah, with our life. It's thanks to Tokyo here that we're even doing this job and living life. Huh. You're something special now, are you, Tokyo, oh mighty leader? The heck did you do with them? Exactly.
No, I just show them that they have to trust themselves and each other.
I see. Anyway, this one's a pretty clear cut and dry job, you know, just steal something and place it at the rendezvous. You guys can do that, right? And it seems to have a pretty nice enough pay. Well, that seems pretty clear cut and dry enough for me. Wanna do it, Tokyo? Better than doing nothing for today.
Yeah, sure, let's do this.
Alright, and with that, you guys headed off. Let's fast forward and flash, fade in, fade out. The mission was practically no problem now that you had your Mohini. Ryukan was impressed at your id abilities and was somewhat jealous. It was mostly just you doing the heist. He was sort of just there. At least he's there to drive you to the place and back home. It's midnight now and it's like, man, your id ability is awesome, man. I wish I could get mine sooner. That was super cool, man. We were about to get caught or something, and then suddenly, bam! You punched the wall with Mohini, and then you made it so that no sound could be heard in the wall, so we could make as much noise as we want, and the security guards never knew anything. We were able to escape, despite the loud sounds I made breaking that wall. I was punching them, and then no sound was coming. That was crazy. That was wild. Your Mohini's great.
Yun ang Mohini ni Billy.
No, that was you. That was your Mohini. What? Every id is unique. You know? Yeah, you used your ability to conceal stuff. You concealed the sound on the wall, allowing Ryu to break it without being heard. Yeah, that's your ability. The ability to conceal stuff. And you know, it's also pretty good range and power. What time is it? It's 2 a.m. Oh, 2 a.m. 000002 a.m. Yep, it's midnight, and I just realized I wasn't paying much attention, but the road we're driving in, we're in the Titanium Road. So hey, now I guess we get to find out. You know, it's usually somewhere around here, I believe. Apparently, this is where most of the accidents happen. If you pay close attention, you might even get to see some yellow police tapes around as they're investigating another one. But it's just a rumor. And seriously, a titanium statue of a man just suddenly popping out. What a crazy story. And then suddenly there's a flash of light, and then it's like, huh? Hey, Tokyo, are you seeing what I'm seeing? You look and you see something flashing as well, but it seems to be very far away and like it's in the sky or something. Maybe it's some sort of shooting star. But then when you guys look slightly below, it was too late. You guys were too busy looking up. You failed to look down to see that you were about to bump into something bright and flashy and metallic. a statue of a man. It looked like, and then bam, car crash.
Mhm.
Uh, you guys are all immediately knocked unconscious. No save, no nothing. You guys were all caught off guard. Ryu wakes up after who knows what time. And he looks around and is like, oh, where am I? Oh, that's right, we got car crash. Tokyo, are you alright? She looks at Tokyo to find she's unconscious and bleeding in the head. He tries shoving her around and stuff, and she's like, damn it. And then he looks at the back of the car and everywhere else to find that, yep, your belongings have been stolen. More importantly, the things you guys just stole got stolen as well. Hey, the thing we stole got stolen. That was our steal. He looks outside to see there was a tall, muscular man running away with some bags in tow. Damn, that must...
Dalawa lang ba ni Billy? Kasama sa kotse?
Yep. Damn, that must be our thief. Get back here! Not wasting any time and trying not to leave anything, trying to make no doubts. You just gotta go do it. It's time to chase after that guy. Yeah, or else our mission will be a failure. And who knows what'll happen if those documents we just stole got on the wrong hands. Alright, as Billy goes to make chase. It's time for a flashback.
Ayaw gumana ng ano ko. Ayan.
Alright, let me play some like flashback music or something. It's like a good one. Billy. Born on what month comes after August?
July.
Born on June
June
29, 30 years of age. Billy had always tried to live his life one way and one way only.
Ay, laki naman yan, taba. 198 kilograms.
He's not fat, he just has a lot of muscle. He's a heavyweight, as the boxers might call it. Billy has lived his life nice and simple, just the way he liked it. Billy had always been interested in the prospect of starting a family, as he believed starting a family was an important prerequisite in achieving what he believed was a nice and simple life. However, despite his best efforts to try to get with the ladies, he has had very little in terms of success. Despite how he looks and with all his muscle, literally no one at all finds him attractive. Until suddenly, it was not he who approached, but rather the ladies who approached. A woman approached Billy and asked him out. Hardly one to let an opportunity pass him, he naturally accepted, and soon they went on dates and stuff, and he found himself having a nice life with this girl. However, despite Billy assumed they were basically girlfriend and boyfriend, and he was even saving up secretly with his work. So that he could buy a ring and pay for a marriage and all that stuff. But just as he was about to propose, his girlfriend betrayed him.
Oh, ouch.
A trial occurred. There had been a murder, and not only that, there was a theft. The assumed suspect was Billy's girlfriend. Billy, of course, tried his best to testify and help, but at the end, it was he who ended up being the one accused of the thievery and murder, despite having literally never been in the case and all that shit. he was manipulated and he was used, resulting in him being put in prison, causing him to work at a bank in the middle of nowhere to pay for his crimes. It was during this work in this vault in the middle of nowhere that he came across Tokyo, and it was Tokyo's actions, bold actions of trying to invite Billy to try helping her steal, that awakened the rebellious side of him. And ever since then, he decided living a simple life is no way to live life, I guess. And a normal life was what he was always striving for, because that's what everyone told him to do, and that happiness could be achieved from doing that. But he, after these past experiences, he decided a simple life is not gonna lead him to a happy life. Despite everything that's happened, though, he holds no grudge and does not regret his decisions. If he were to meet that girl again, he would happily simply call her an acquaintance and nothing more.
Purity, pure heart, si Billy.
Which leads us to the present. Let's go. It's time for a chase scene. And this chase shall be a skill challenge. Let me tell you about skill challenges. Alright, I need stats of our assailant here. What are you doing? Alright, so skill challenges. When you're not in combat and you're doing like skill rolls, but one roll alone doesn't seem fitting enough to decide something. Like if you're trying to lock a pick, that's obviously just an agility roll. But if you're doing something more complicated, like trying to like what's more complicated than picking a lock, but still mostly the same, but like more complicated and would probably take more time. Maybe solving a puzzle or something to unlock a high security door. Then that's where skill challenges occur. So during the skill challenges, every participant rolls a die and uses an attribute to contribute to the efforts. And after everyone has made their rolls, they all either count towards your success or your failure bar. Once the success bar reaches the maximum, then you win. Otherwise, you do not win. If you go to the journal, you should be able to see the things of the skill challenge. Hold on, I need to. There, if you go to the journal, it should be at the top. It's a skill challenge, chase after the thief.
Saan siya, Jay?
Journal. You should still be in the map where Mirai and Tokyo and stuff are, right?
Okay.
There's an I there.
Journal.
A circle I named journal, yeah.
Yeah,
If you
click
click it and go to text sheet,
Okay.
you'll be able to read. Chase after the thief.
Okay. Chase after the thief.
You see it, and then progress and setback, and yeah, your goal is to roll enough times so that your progress can reach 3, and obviously avoid the setback reaching 0. At the end of every roll, there's either an opportunity or a complication based on the results of your roll, and those complications and stuff make things more interesting. But enough explanation. I'm sure a field example would be a better way to learn for ya. So, this is on a post. You're trying to chase after this man who stole your stolen goods, stealing after somebody else's stolen stuff. All right, so this is a chase. The typical attributes that would be befitting of a chase would be fortitude.
So, ilan yun?
But if you have any objections or something else you believe can be used for chases.
No, it's fine.
Alright, then fortitude it is. You'll be rolling your fortitude, I will be rolling my fortitude. And obviously you're gonna be wanting to be the one who rolls higher.
Ilan?
Look at Ryuken. I believe you have access to him now. I mean Billy. His fortitude is 3. And you have your notes telling you what attribute scores give you what dice. Always remember,
8?
you roll them with a d20
Ano ba to?
always.
Ito 2.
Those are 4.
4,
decided.
6, 8,
Yeah,
10,
and then 20.
So,
Yes.
sa 8 ako.
Your fortitude is 3, which gives you 1d8 along with your 1d20. Yes. Let's roll, baby. I rolled poorly on 11.
18, 13 and 5.
Alright, that is good. So the first round goes to you. Update. Alright, so the chase begins. You start chasing after the guy, Billy.
Kasi ano? O si Billy lang yun ang nag-chase.
Yeah, it's just Billy. Tokyo is knocked unconscious.
Unconscious,
No
yeah.
time to wait and hesitate.
Yeah.
Billy's gonna have to do this on his own. Yeah, so he's screaming, "Thief, come back here, you scumbag!" The thief seems to have noticed this. He seems to like try looking back to see Billy is chasing after him, and he's a real fast runner as well at that. He looks to his left, which leads to a forest, and makes a turn there, jumping over the guardrail. He tries to make an escape in the forest, presumably so he can hide, but Billy's having none of that. Oh no, you don't. You see a branch, a tree branch, low enough that Billy could reach it. He reaches it and then snaps the twig. And with a big brain plan, he plans to throw that branch and try to trip the guy over. If you succeed, that'll get you much closer to the assailant, to the thief, much faster. So I would like you to roll might.
Ilan yun?
His might
5?
is 5. Yes.
Nine and 5.
That is 10 plus 5 is 15 minus 1,
14.
14. Alright. With all his might, Billy throws it like a baseball pitcher might. Goes for a
Hindi
fastball
pa rin
type
nakalabas
throw.
yung aid ability ni ano?
Billy? No, but
Dapat po sana yung lalabas kasi nakikipaglabanan na siya eh.
yeah. Alright, Billy throws it. It goes, the tree branch flies through the air and whistles at high speeds. However, just as the branch was about to hit the assailant, something strange happens. His back suddenly turns metal, causing the branch to just punk like that and do absolutely nothing. And Billy's all like, "Nani? What the heck was that?" And the chase continues as he tries getting closer. As always. Alright, and now we move on to the next round. Let's roll for fortitude again.
3.
Oh, shit, man. I rolled a nat 20.
13 and 1. 14.
I rolled a 23. So I beat you. What did you roll again?
14.
Alright, so thankfully it wasn't a critical failure. Say, I gave you a legend point, right? Didn't I? You should have one of these. in your body, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I gave you one. Ah, right. It's because we went to the cemetery and I guess I retrieved them. Right, you're supposed to have one of that. That was your reward for completing the previous session. Legend points, I'll give you bonuses and stuff. You get them by good role playing and using flaws and stuff. If you remember. Before you make a roll, you may declare that you're using a legend point, and when you do, the roll you make is made with advantage, and there's also a flat +1 added to your roll total.
Okay. Ilan pa siya pwede gamitin? Every roll pwede?
Yeah, you can use them on whatever roll you like, but once you use them, they are spent, and you gotta go get more legend points.
Hindi mo pa naman gamitin.
Yeah, and besides, you already rolled, so that was a failure. Alright, so with that, it's time, instead of an opportunity event, it is a calamitous event or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be called. I don't remember. Alright, the assailant once again makes another turn. Belly follows suit, but he finds himself in a problem, as there's like a lot of as the assailant seems to be setting up traps and stuff himself now as well, throwing all sorts of various shit.
Kumbaga hindi yun ini-expect ni Billy.
Yeah, now
Akala niya
Billy
ordinary thief lang.
throwing
Na-off guard
twigs.
siya doon, na-off guard.
And the fact that his back suddenly turned into metal to dodge his tree branch is certainly sus.
Yeah.
And now Billy has to go dodge the stuff that the guy is throwing at him. Rocks, twigs, his wallet, and an even bigger rock, and fucking gold bars somehow. So yeah, Billy has to dodge those. Roll for your agility.
3. So, 8 and 20. Nine and 2.
Yikes. Alright, despite being strong and powerful, Billy isn't exactly a star acrobat. He can punch real hard, but when it comes to moving and dodging, he is quite inadept at it. He gets punched in the face and in the sides a couple of times by a bunch of stuff. But hey, at least he managed to catch his wallet back that was thrown at him. It briefly distracted him, but hey, at least he has it back now. Alright, as penalty, Billy takes 1 point of damage.
Sad.
Alright, and so the challenge continues. Let's try this again. It needs to be a critical failure in order for the setback bar to go up. So it's still 0 out of 2 for you, and your progress is still 1 out of 3. You still need to succeed 2 more times. Let's go.
Fortitude again?
Yeah. Oh my god. I rolled a 10 on the D10, which means it explodes. Wow, the dice does not want Billy to succeed. Oh no.
Okay, 20, 19
Yeah.
Woo! Ginalingan ko na talaga.
Alright, with that, your D20 exploded, right? Roll it
19
again.
and 1.
Oh, damn. Then that's just a 20. Meanwhile, I rolled a 6 plus 10 plus 10 plus 3 at 29. Thankfully, once again, you were just 1 point away from being a critical failure. So again, this was just another normal failure again.
Ano?
And
Na-dodge ba niya?
I'm running out of ideas here for what else can happen. Alright, so Billy is running fast, but the assailant keeps making turns upon turns. Eventually, Billy suddenly finds that he has lost his assailant. He tries looking around, but By the time he notices, yeah, he was actually above. He was in a tree branch, and he drops off and tries to go for a drop kick on Billy. And Billy now has to dodge it or something. So, might? Sure, I'll allow it. He's gonna try to catching the assailant instead of dodging it. Oh my god, I just can't stop rolling
Mike is
good.
5.
Yeah, well, I'm rolling as well. It's your attack against my attack.
No.
Huh?
11.
No, wait. Your might is 5. It should be 2d6.
Huh?
5 is 2d6.
2d6 pala.
Just reroll your freaking, yeah, sure, why not?
Nakala ko 10 yun. 2, 2, 6.
Yeah,
Hindi ko kasi nabasa.
it's okay, it's okay.
2d6 pala.
I rolled a 23. That's 2d8. That's 2d8. Dalawang 8-sided die yung ni-roll mo, hindi. Dalawang 6-sided die dapat.
Dapat ito?
Yeah.
Ano yan?
It's your last chance.
Kanina pa ako nag-roll ng 8. Ito pala ang 8.
Yeah.
Ito ang 6.
Yes.
Ito, ano ko eh. Hindi mo napapansin?
Huh? No wonder you've been rolling low. Bruh.
Hindi ko na napapansin. Mali pala ako ng dice. Dapat kaya pala sabi ko, bakit hindi tayo pareho ng dice? Nine, 5, 3. 17.
9 plus 5 plus 3, 17. Unfortunately, once again,
We failed.
that's a failure.
Wawa naman si Billy.
This just
Boy.
can't stop, can it? Your bad luck. This is some incredible bad luck. All right, Billy once again takes 1 point of damage. Let's continue this. If you fail one more time, I'll consider that. I'll consider this chase a failure, and we'll just move on to you failing, because you haven't been winning, man.
Ano na, ito ulit?
Yeah, Billy got hit in the side again, and then
2d6 pa din.
now the assailant continues running away. No, you're using fortitude now.
Fortitude. So, 3.
3 is
So, ito
1d8.
yung 8.
Yes, the diamond shaped one. Come on, the d6 is the standard square that we all know. Alright, a 12. You should be able to beat this. Don't get your saliva in my dice.
1 and 9, 10.
Oh no!
Ulit, pwede ulit. Divine.
No, maybe you should have tried using a legend point. Whatever, it's too late. I consider this chase resulting in a failure.
Ayoko na. Tapusin na natin ito, Jay. Bukas sa linggo na lang ulit.
We're playing for 1.5 hours.
So, 30 tayo nag-start.
Yeah? My recording says we've only been playing for 1 hour.
1 hour pa lang ba?
Yeah? We still got 30 minutes.
Okay.
We end at like 2:15.
Okay.
Alright, so Ryuken tries catching up, but he's taken some injuries. He can't
Ayaw
run.
pa lumabas ng ability ni
He can't run all that fast anymore, and before he knows it, yeah, he's lost sight of the guy. Damn it, I lost him. But damn, he sure hit me good. What a guy. And now to add to the injury, to add insult to injury, now I'm also stuck, lost in the middle of the forest.
Sige lang.
This can't be good. still gotta find him and catch him wherever he is. He's probably hiding now, waiting to ambush me again. Show up! I know you're getting tired now, so you've decided you're going to hide now instead and hope that I've just lost you. Well, you've got another thing coming for you. I may be hurt, but I still got resolve. He tries looking around, but he finds nothing. But he does find something rather strange. There's a small opening within the forest, and in the center of that opening is like a strange metal statue. What the heck? What's a statue doing in the middle of nowhere in this forest? Did it get blown off somewhere near the city or something? Curious, Ryuken tries to approach the statue to get a closer look at the statue. The statue depicts a man, very muscular, but upon closer inspection, despite what all the muscles might lead you to believe, I'm pretty sure the statue's supposed to be a woman. Some sort of Amazonian? While he was too busy figuring out what the statue looked like, now I should give Billy a chance, or maybe I should save you the hassle of rolling. Give me a perception roll on Billy. Roll for perception with Billy.
Ilan yun?
You can always check his character sheet. His perception is 2, which is 1d6.
Wala rito, perception. Ang saan yan?
It should be there.
Perception. Wala naman. Agility, fortitude. Perception niya.
Perception is in the mental category.
Yeah. So 2 is 6. So this one. And that.
Ja. Maybe you wanna use a legend point?
No. Higher please. Higher. Uy, ang layo nang narating. 5. Parang 1 digit lang ito, eh. 9.
A 9.
5 and 9. 14.
A 14.
Ikaw?
I rolled an 18.
Ano ba yan? Kawawa naman. Parating mababa.
Your luck just isn't in it today. This sucks. We call stuff like this us tabletop whenever all you can do is roll bad, dice cursed. And when that happens, usually you gotta punish your dice. Put them in boiling water or something, I don't know. Superstitious people, am I right? That's us. Alright, so Billy was way too busy observing the statue that he fails to notice the statue's right arm, which was posed like this, because the statue was like this, like it was supposed to be holding a sword, but there was no sword. The arm suddenly turned into normal flesh, and then it tried smacking at Ryu. And
Sino si Ryu?
Billy, why do I keep calling him Ryu?
Ryu ko ng Ryu?
And I got an attack in.
Ako.
Alright, thankfully though, that is a 10. Your guard is 18. Yeah. Billy dodges it, just barely.
Very good.
Alright, so the punch was slow and strong. The statue was apparently counting on the fact that Billy would never notice the blow. So he tried going for a super strong, super slow
But
attack.
Billy dodged it.
But Billy was able to notice it just in time at his peripheral vision and was able to move back. And he's like, "What the heck? That statue! You're not actually a statue, aren't you?" And suddenly he hears a laugh. And to confirm his
woman's
suspicious, yes, it was a woman's laugh. She has a very deep voice, but despite that, after getting a clear look, you know for sure that this has to be a woman. Impressive. I thought for sure I would be able to get you then. But you were able to dodge it. The statue slowly starts turning back into a human, and now we finally get to see this person. I see now. So, the titanium statue rode rumors. You were the one behind all of it. The statue was you. You have some sort of special ability to turn your body metal. Yes, that's right. You may call me Roses. Roses are red. That is my full name. I figured I'd best rather get rid of you rather than continuing to run. You're quite good at running, and I thought this was my best option. You're really persistent to get your stuff back. Haven't I already thrown you everything? I mean, what could possibly be so important about these documents? You would know. You tried to steal them in the first place. There's gotta be a reason for that, right? Really now, the documents must be really special then. Maybe I can use them for blackmail. Wait, so you stole those without actually knowing what they were? Yeah, I mean, that's usually what I do. I just hang out in midnight when I see a car moving along. I wait for the right opportunity to turn myself metal. And then they crash, and then I take whatever they have before they wake back up. I make sure they don't die, of course. I'm not that type of person. An ability that lets you turn metal. That's pretty metal, if it wasn't for the fact that you're trying to kill me right now. Yes, metal, more specifically titanium. That is what I've given my special ability. And I'm afraid now that you know my secret, yeah, I am left with no other choice but to kill you. And Billy's like, shit, what do I do? She has an ability and I still don't. Roses turns her arms metal, and she's like, think what I've always wanted to know how much stronger I am now with this newfangled powers. I've been training so I could achieve this body, you know. But now that I can turn my body metal, I wonder how much stronger my punches can be. And Bill's like, holy shit, I'm pretty sure getting punched by that is gonna break my skull. Just when he thinks all hope is lost, and as Roses is menacingly approaching, as Ryu closes his eyes and accepts defeat, suddenly he decides he will not accept defeat. Billy will not accept defeat, and then he stands back up and is like, so be it. Even if I don't have an inability, I'll just do what Tokyo always says. A fight is won not by who is stronger, but by who is smarter. I just need to fight smart. He looks at Roses and her ability. Think that statue must be really heavy. Turning your body metal must be really strenuous. Must be heavy. Not to mention, she might not be able to move her limbs all that well if they're metal like that. I must use that and try to trip her and all that stuff. And then psyching himself up, he lunges forward, and just as when he was about to go for his first punch, suddenly his id finally awakens. As he goes for a punch, another fist follows after his fist, and suddenly there's 2 fists, and then suddenly 3, 4, 5, until there's an entire 10. Roses is surprised by these fists coming out of nowhere, and he's all like, what? Roll to attack. And just to be super nice and to make sure you don't miss this because that'd be really bad. Roll roll with advantage 2. No, 3. If you want 4, you might want to go use a legend point. Alright, so Billy's might is 5, but with his id, it is actually a 6.
6. So, ano na yun?
Let me write the next 2.
6 to the 8.
Yeah. And remember, you have advantage 3, so you get to roll 3 extra d8s.
Ito lang muna, ilo-roll ko.
Now, get 3 more d8s and roll them along.
8.
2 more.
Bali yan.
Now, dalawa pa.
Dalawa pa? Baiging 5.
Yeah. Advantage 3. You get to add that many extra amount of die based on advantage.
So, ayan.
Yeah. And then you keep the highest 2 of the d8s that you rolled among them.
Okay.
That's how advantage works. Disadvantage is the same but opposite.
Yes.
You keep the
Give it
lowest
to me.
instead.
Give it to me.
You have so many dice. If you still roll shit,
Ayun, 9 and 8.
that's a 6.
Tapos,
You keep, this is your final total. 7, 8, and 5. And hey, you rolled an 8 on the d8, which means that explodes. You get to roll again.
kaya lang 5 lang to, Papa.
It's okay. Just hope your d8 explodes again.
Ah.
A 4. Alright, so that is ano yan total.
9. Ay, ikaw, tukit mo na.
You have your own calculator, but fine. That is a 24. Minus her guard. Right. I guess I should show you in more detail how reducing HP works. Why is Tokyo there again? Let's move on to the combat zone. Alright. So whenever you make an attack, that attack is compared on their defense. If you beat their defense, you deal damage. Otherwise, you don't. And based on how high you roll, you deal more damage. So just rolling to beat their defense above gives you minus 1 HP. But if you roll 10 higher than their defense, that's this. And 30, rolling past 30 past their defense means instant death. So for example, nagka-roll ka ng 40, tapos yung defense ng kalaban mo 10, that means instant death and
Sa
stuff.
kalaban.
Yeah. If you roll a 20 instead, tapos yung defense nila 10, minus 2, imbis na yung usual na minus 1 lang. So,
Ang sexy naman ni Ren. Kala ko ba amasaw na siya?
yeah, she's got muscles. That's not the full picture though. Alright, so unfortunately, this is just normal 1 point of damage.
Kung babawasan na yung ano ni...
You, however, have already taken 2 points of damage throughout that chase scene. Oh, bam! Rose was punched in the face by 10 different fists simultaneously. If it wasn't for Rose's quickly activating her...
HP niya, dalawa na lang, ni Billy.
Nah, he's taken 2 damage total. Remember, we make them count up since that's easier for us. If it wasn't for Rose's turning her head immediately into metal, her head would have popped out, probably by all those punches. Rose's is taken aback and moves back slightly, and she's like, "What the? I see. You have your own special ability as well." And Billy's like, "What?" And then he turns around to see there's a very imposing and menacing metallic man without any legs, but instead has 10 different arms, 5 hands in here, and 5 hands in here, all made out of metal. He seems like he came right out of a metal album cover. And yeah, I finally awakened it! My id ability! That should even the odds! I see, so you
Anong
call this
powers
an
niya?
id ability.
Ang id ability niya.
Like I said, it has 10 different arms, and they all seem to be very fast moving and powerful. I shall name my id 10,000 Fists.
Okay.
Named after the song by Disturbed, 10,000 Fists. Let's rock!
Kaya ano? Mahina?
Mohini.
Mohini.
Yeah, named after a deity within Hindu mythology. Alright, let's go! Billy gets to go first!
Ano yung gawin ko?
It's your turn. You know what to do. It's combat. Major action, move action, focus action.
Ano gagawin ko? Gusto ko attack na kagad ng attack sa kanya eh.
And go ahead.
Lumabas na yung ano ko eh, id ability. So I don't need to run.
Since you have no other reason to do much of anything, you should use a focus action to attack. To give you advantage 2 in the attack.
Okay.
So focus action to attack Roses. You will be using your might. Thanks to his id ability, he has the feat martial focus, which means his might is considered 1 higher. Yeah, 6 instead of 5 whenever he is attacking.
Ang dami-dami naman ng dam. Ano ba to?
Really, I don't even go there.
Ano? Ang dami.
They must be after your juice.
No, black lang daw siya. Asan na yung alcohol mo? Hagis mo nga.
Careful, I don't want the dice being sprayed.
Ha?
Don't
No?
spray the dice.
Hindi sa guys. Ayan no, handa. Maglabasan lang sila bigla. O, ano na? 6 to the 8.
Yeah, with advantage 2. Advantage 2.
Nagdag pang dalawa?
Yeah.
Bago nakaupo kasi yun. 8, 14, 7.
You rolled an 8 on one of your D.
Yeah.
Then that explodes, and you get to roll 1 more.
Four.
Alright, so 8, 14,
7.
4, and 7. That's a 33. Hot
Yay.
damn. That's a lot of damage.
Yay! Tumataas na.
Baby. Da-da-da-da. Alright, that is 2 damage total that you were able to roll against Roses. Alright. Billy once again goes on. Once again, Billy is proficient in many martial arts. He goes for the southpaw stance in boxing, and then goes for a bunch of rapid jabs against Roses. Caught off guard, unable to deal with the fact that there's 12 different fists punching her simultaneously. She was not able to evade or block them for long, and soon enough she was hit with a strong right hook. And yeah, punched her right in the side, in the cheek. Her nose is bleeding now. You wanna see strong punch? Time. Alright, it's my turn now. And Ryu just like taunting her. Billy, I mean. Why?
Where's Ryu?
I don't know. He's a Street Fighter character from a video game. Alright, Roses turns her fist metal and then frickin' circles them around like this and then just jumps using gravity to her advantage. for her punch. You know, like how Thor swings his hammer around and he just fucking jumps real high using it.
Lower,
Oh!
please. Lower.
You rolled a natural one on the d20. This thing did explode though. Alright, that is a 1 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1, a 12. Unfortunately for her hair, Billy's guard is 18. So that is a miss. Alright. Roses flew high up in the air, but Billy, with his 10,000 fists, was just like, whoo, and then grabbed the fist casually using 10,000 fists. Roses is like, nani? And she was just casually flung back. It's Billy's turn now. What do?
Pwede ba ulitin ulit yung mic?
Yeah, just go ahead. Keep punching. The usual focus action, advantage 2, whatever.
4 ulit to.
Yeah.
Tapusin na natin itong laban na to. This is the final blow. Heck, 6 lang. 6, 7, 4.
6 plus 7 plus 4. That is... Huh?
17.
Actually, that's a 16. Either way, the blow misses. Fortunately, you have player privileges. If you miss, you have one of these options. Inflict a bane of power level 3 or less, deal 1 damage, or move a little bit. Of course, I too. Alright, who are you moving? Yourself or Roses?
Yeah, myself.
Alright, then you are now no longer in the same place that Roses is. As for Roses, I would like to... Yeah, I'm just gonna move as well. We're both a little farther away now. Alright. Billy once again tries going for punches, but Roses evades and moves away, knowing for sure she has to do something new now. She's gonna start improvising. Using her movement, she shall move backward, and there's a tree now. There's a tree, obviously, because we're fighting in a forest. And she begins climbing one of those trees. I'll say that'll need a mic roll. I'd say an 18, a 23.
Wow.
Alright, with quick reflexes, she climbs high up into the tree, and now she's high up in that tree. No doubt planning something funny to do with it. Alright, it's your turn now. What do you do?
I will use my agility.
Alright, what are you gonna do with it?
Ano nga ba yung agility? Strength pa rin yun, di ba?
Dodge attacks, move with stealth, perform acrobatics. Agility represents your reflexes, reaction
Yun,
time.
lalapin, babalik ako sa kanya. I will try to reach for her.
Isn't that just a move action to move closer?
Yeah, move closer.
Then yeah, that's how far you can move with a single move action. You're still not close enough to punch her.
Okay. Ay, hindi pala yan. Kasi hindi ako makakaroon ng
And
dice.
despite you will also have to climb up the tree even if you use a major action to move again. She'll still be up that tree.
Perception na lang kaya.
Perception?
Ano ba
What
yung
the heck are you?
perception?
The heck are you gonna do with perception? Look at her. Look at her titties or something.
Pogi ako. Come on down, baby.
Taunt?
Ha?
A taunt? That won't be perception. It'd be more like presence, maybe.
Yeah, ano ko siya na, let's do this, let's finish this thing. Napalalapitin ko siya sa akin. Ano yun?
Yeah, presence. Try provoking her.
Yeah. Sa 2, mag-roll ako.
Yeah, if that is what you wanna do. Are you sure that's what you wanna do?
Yeah, kung malapitin ko lang siya. $18 and 4.
An
Oh, yeah.
18 and the 4. I'll say this is an attack against her resolve.
O, mabait ko lang siya sa puno. Kasi kailangan niyang lumapit sa akin.
Alright,
22.
I guess you successfully provoked Rose's. Not that matters. Alright, Rose's gleefully accepts your taunt. And it's her turn now. She's gonna jump, turn her entire body into titanium, and try landing on top of Billy. So yeah, because I have the high ground, I attack with extra advantage 1. Wow, nice. 4
Kinakalaban mo
plus
talaga
3
ako.
plus 6. Yeah. A 17. Alright, unfortunately that is once again another miss. Billy is able to dodge, and now Rose is a hunk of metal just there on the floor. She's about to turn back into normal human flesh now. It's your turn.
Okay, might na si Billy.
Alright, since you guys are already both very close together,
Yeah, pwede
You
na
can
kayo
just-
maglabanan.
focus action again.
Ha?
Focus action to attack.
Might.
Yeah, with a focus action for advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, finish her.
Ano nga yun? 5 o 6? 6, no?
Yeah, 6,
Dalawang
2d8. Yeah, with
Dalawa
another
lang o 4?
with another 2, yeah, for because of advantage from the focus action.
Give it to me, baby.
Baby. Wow, they're all red.
Yan, ang baba! Lang!
I thought for sure we could finish this. Hold on, this is a 9. So that is a 9 plus 7 plus 2 for an 18. Alright, thankfully that is her guard. So yeah, you deal damage for 1.
Tigil na.
Alright, and let's try finishing her off in the next round, shall we? Alright, it's the next round now. Rose isn't confident in her ability to try punching after Billy again, so she's gonna try moving away, provoking an attack of opportunity by Billy. Roll for might to attack.
Ako?
Yeah, no advantage.
So, ilan lang yun?
Because
5
she
lang.
tried moving away.
2d6 lang.
Yeah.
Ito?
Hmm.
Give it to me, baby. Tapusin na natin ito. At 2:30 na.
Yeah.
Naiihi na ako kanina pa.
Again. Now they're all
8,
white.
5, and 1.
8, 5, and 1. No explosions? No. Alright, a 14 is sadly a miss.
Ah! Isa pa, isa pa, isa pa.
Oh, hold on. It's still Rose's turn.
Ganun pa rin. Mas bumaba pa, naging 6 na lang yung 8.
Alright, Rose picks up a large boulder as a major action, and she's probably planning on throwing it. It's your turn now.
Ako na ulit.
Yes.
So I will do my might again.
Alright,
28.
you're gonna need to move in close first though. So no focus action.
Saan yun?
So just 2d8.
Ha?
Just 2d8.
2D8.
Come on, I know you can do it.
Ito, di ba?
Huh? Yeah, that's good.
Eight, 3, 9.
Oh, one of them explode and roll it again.
Ito yung 8.
Yeah. 8
Oh,
plus
3.
3 plus 6.
6. 3.
Plus 3. That is a 20 for 1 damage. And let's just say you win.
Ayoko na, Jay.
Yeah, let's just end this fight. Let's just end this farce.
Nahirapan si Billy ni Rose.
Despite Rose's efforts and stuff, she desperate. She grabs for a stone and tries, and gonna try throwing it to Billy. But Billy was faster. He quickly caught up. Billy quickly caught up with Rose, and before she could successfully lift up the rock to use as a weapon, Billy was already right behind Rose's. And it's like, I've had enough of this, so I'm gonna finish you off. And goes for an aura rush like that right at Rose's back. And yeah, Roses is flung high up into the air by the amount of punches that happens. And when she lands back, she's all bloodied and bruised and unable to fight anymore. And the stuff she's been, and then she's flung off to a tree, and then upon rustling that tree, the stuff that she had stolen suddenly dropped off. That's where she was hiding the stuff she stole, and with that you got your stuff back. Ryu,
Pawi rin.
yeah, finally, Ryu grabs the stuff, but before leaving Rose, he decides to go check on Roses again first. Roses coughs a bit, but then after that, she begins laughing. That was a good show, good fight. It's been a long time since I've felt this exhilarated to fight, and of course, this is the first time in a while that I've lost as well. Even before I've had these superpowers of mine, I've always been the best at everything. So it's nice to see someone defeat me for once. Yeah, you were no pushover yourself too, Miss Roses. I've never fought a girl, nay, no person I've ever fought were as manly and valiant as you. You were great. Ryuken reaches his hand out, and Roses is like, she follows suit, and they shake hands, and to be continued.
Okay.
That
This
was,
day end beautifully.
yeah, that was painful.
Pain in the ass. Naiihi na si nanay.
Alright, so next up, next week, we're gonna see Panacea's id occur with Theophile no Kiseki.
Ano nga kay Panacea?
Yeah, it's gonna happen while she's doing her school project at school, I guess.
E paano yung kung may makakapit ang ordinaryong tao? Hindi naman.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks for the day.
Yeah.
Wow, sarap dito.
Is this really set to just 1 hour?
Tapos na ako natulog kagabi, Jane. Na makatulog kasi natulog ako ng tanghali.
I don't speak Spanish numbers. You pissed fast.